Hey guys, and welcome to a new series on my channel. Recently I asked you guys whether or not you'd be interested in seeing a palette a day series. A couple of you did say you'd be interested in seeing that series testing all of the indie brand eyeshadow palettes that I have in my collection, and these are brand new to me. I made it kind of a mission in my personal life to support more independent brands and get more into indie eyeshadow brands. So I have been hauling a bunch. I've got a bunch of different indie brand haul shadow videos on my channel. I think there's 4 installments, and I will be trying to link those in the description box in case you guys are interested in checking them out and you haven't already. But I have 45 palettes that I have not tested, I have not put on my eyes. I have swatched most of these in the haul video, but in these videos I am going to fully swatch all of the palettes before we do one look. Not all of these palettes are still available. I noticed that after hauling them, some of them sell out. That's how indie brand shadows go. But in case some of them do come back in stock, and in case you guys have these palettes in your current collection and are interested in seeing a look, I am going to include all of the palettes that I hauled, regardless of whether or not they are still available. I am just picking the palettes that are really calling to me the day that I come up here to film these videos. And if you are interested in me doing a look with any one of those next, please leave it in the comments below. If you guys aren't currently subscribed, I'd love to see you subscribe. You guys, let's get into it. All right guys, welcome to day 4. I'm smiling because I'm so excited to use this palette. A couple of you actually asked me if I had some palettes from this brand. It's Kaima Cosmetics. This was their second to last release, the Skulls and Roses Metallic Multi-Chrome Eyeshadow. They just released the Bougie Boudoir palette. I'll pop up a picture. I also picked that up, and I pulled this out the day that they said they restocked this, and then it went out of stock almost immediately. So it's already out of stock again, but both of those palettes are listed on their website. So I'm pretty sure at some point she's going to restock them, Gemma, the owner. I would hope so, because both of these are absolutely stunning. I do have a code with Kaima Cosmetics. It was like perfect time. She had approved my application for a affiliate link for a discount code for you guys. It's KARIM. And I will also link it in the description box along with listing my code. It saves you guys 10% off. I picked up a couple of things from Kaima Cosmetics. I've picked up the Multi-Chrome Effect eyeshadow. Those are really good. I just did a speed reviews on those. I've picked up one of the Multi-Chrome lip glosses and both of the palettes that she's got. Here's the color story. Oh, stunning. Focus, please. Look at that deliciousness. I think every one of these is a multi-chrome, I'm pretty sure. But this is just your beautiful, grungy, look at this color story. And when I swatched this, it was so amazing. So when that Bougie Boudoir palette came out, I immediately had to pick it up. So I'm so excited to get this on my eyes. And so many of these shimmers look yummy, delicious. I think I want to use this multi-chrome Sorcery here. It just looks delightful. I may change my mind as we start swatching this. This is a 16 color eyeshadow palette, and it retails for, I think this one retails for $51. I want to say both of them do. All right, I'm just gonna back the camera out a little bit so we can do the swatches down my arm. Oh, the feeling of this eyeshadow palette is amazing. Like in the mattes and these multi-chromes, and they're all different textures. Because here you've got some flaky ones. Now I'm just stopping for a second. You've got some really nice flaky ones in there, some softer multi-chromes, but wow, boy. I mean, there's just a whole bunch that you can do with this. This one is in the shade Crowned, which is more like a diffusing shade. It's kind of a warm-toned diffusing shade. All right, Sorcery is the next one, which is the one I thought I was gonna use today because it just looks so delicious in the pan. I probably don't need to pick up that much. It's like a purple, gray, blue multi-chrome flip. It's crazy. Oh my gosh, you guys, it's genuinely like butter. Oh, I hope you saw that. I hope I was in frame when I did that because that was amazing. All right, Allure is kind of a wine color. There's one in here that's deeper, but I'd still say this was like a burgundy shade. Oh, it's crumbly soft. Wow. Oh, this palette is yummy. All right, Trance is the next one. This isn't as flaky, but it's definitely a softer multi-chrome. It's like a pinky green orange, but it's sparkly, very sparkly on that one. I like that. I like when there are some sparkly multi-chromes in there. They're just fun. They really pop on the eyes, I think. All right, Chroma is the next one, which is a super soft multi-chrome. You know, the kind that's just like super flat, no texture on the lid. This one again is like a pinky kind of green flip. If you can see that, let me do it right on the wrist. Yeah, very soft. Not a super strong base on that one, but it's not like translucent. This one's a really warm toned matte and cryptic. Here it is here. These are extremely soft. This one isn't as crumbly or as pigmented as that wine shade. I'm calling it wine because there's a deeper one in here that I would refer to as burgundy. This is such a beautiful, beautiful grungy looking palette. All right, this one in Charm is like the flaky foiled kind. And this one is almost like, it's so hard because it looks orange when you guys are looking at it. But for me, it's like purple. I don't know if that's like obvious. Like when can I get it to flip purple? Like right there, it's kind of like purple. This is really kind of a cool looking shade. Oh my gosh. That's actually really stunning in person. No kidding. It's like pink, purple, orange. So pretty. And this one has sparkles to it too. And that is the stain. Honestly, that would also be a super fun shimmer to use. This next one is a more blue red matte shade in Ravish. By the way, this palette just overall is cool. Like the names, oh my gosh, look at the butteriness. It's probably gonna stain me too. The aesthetic, the color story, just delightful. Look at that stain. All right, this next one is what I would consider like the burgundy shade in here in Enamor. It's like the deepest wine shade, I guess. You know, that's why I was kind of calling this wine and this one burgundy. This one is not as intensely opaque. Still really good though. Swatching this is delish. I could do so many things with this palette. Looking at this palette this morning was like, I see 6 looks right now. All right, Skulls is like a sparkly black. It's a sparkles that just are so numerous, like iridescent shade almost. Like it is so hard for me to show it on camera, but it is stunning in person. Oh my gosh, you guys look at that. How pretty is that? Yikes. All right, Savage is a matte brown. Just your standard matte brown, kind of a more neutral matte brown, I would say. There it is there. It's always good to have like a brown in case you want to do something that's a little bit more neutral. All right, Jinx is another black one, but this one is, I want to say like more of a satin shimmer. It has more tack to it and it only has like gold sparkles in it. So it's not like this one that's, I think, pretty unique. I don't have a shade like this in my collection. This one, a little bit different. Yeah, like see how much stickier that was going on, and it's got like gold sparkles in it instead of just iridescent sparkles all over. Very cool again. All right, this is another foily chunky one in Dazzle, and it's kind of a coppery tone. Really pretty. Again, something to go neutral with. Oh my gosh, you guys, that's like liquid metal. Look at the reflection on that. The light is just picking it up. If you want your eye on that last shade to really pop, because it's got like a brown base, but it's like these champagne colored sparkles, basically is what it looks like to me. And it would look so good with that brown in the outer corner. And honestly, just those 2 shades all by themselves, I think would look gorgeous. This next one is the more orange toned red matte shade in Roses. So it's like a warm red. Ooh, dang. I'm not gonna lie, you guys, these are some of the best mattes I've ever swatched. I swatch a lot, especially when it comes to indie brand shadows recently, and these are genuinely some of the best shimmers and mattes I have ever swatched. I'm not kidding. Like, this is not a good swatch job. These are just really good shades. The next one is another foiled chunky one. The last foiled chunky one in Enchantment, and it's like purple. It's kind of hard to see what the shift is. Oh no, I can see it now. It's like a green, purple green shift. I like shades like this a lot of time because you can generally get it to really flip on the eyes. Or sometimes you can't, just depending upon what the flip is. All right, this last one is a matte black, which I feel like in a grungy palette, you just need a matte black. Ooh, that's rich. I'm interested to see how this swatches. One of the best swatched matte blacks ever. All right, you guys, there's the full color story. Really cool stuff that you could do here. I'm still leaning on using, where is it? This shimmer, just because it looks so delicious and it has such a strong base. But honestly, you could do so many things. You could go so much lighter, like with a look. You know, something way lighter, like with this pink tone here. Yeah, just a lot of stuff I feel like you could do with this. Light shimmers, mid-tone shimmers, deep shimmers, diffusing shades, deeper shades, red tones, just a lot of stuff here. All right, we're gonna do a pretty deep look this time. I am going to set with this shade to sweep it all over, and I may end up like diffusing it out. It's a little bit on the yellow side, so I don't want to use it too much, but I'm definitely going to take this shade and the deep black shade to build kind of in the outer corner, and we're going with Sorcery all over the lid as our shimmer today. I don't know which one I'm going to use as an inner corner highlight, but I imagine it's probably going to be Dazzle, you know, the one right here. So we'll probably do that. I don't know what I'm going to take on the lower lash line, but again, probably something pretty deep. So let's get into it. I did set my eyes with the Rare Beauty eyeshadow primer because I really want these shadows to blend out pretty nicely and really just stick and lock down. I'm going to take like a flatter kind of packer brush like this from Clarity Cosmetics, and I'm going into that Enamor shade first, which is the deep burgundy out here. All right, I don't know exactly where I'm going with this just yet, but I'm gonna start it more inward with this enamored shade, and I want kind of like I said, just kind of like a flatter packer brush. Honestly, I'm just stamping it at this current moment. And I'm gonna do some blending afterward. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other eye. I'm gonna try and keep these as even as possible. I'm taking it pretty high at this point. I plan to blend it out, but I'm not being afraid to take it above the lid. All right, now I'm going into Raven. Same brush, just cleaned off. Raven is the black shade, and I'm going into the outer corner. So far, this black is a little bit more saturated on this brush. Same thing on the other side, and I intend to just clean it up later. Like after I'm done blending, I'll clean up the outer corner. Now I'm going into more of a precise blending brush, and I'm actually going to take Ravish, which is the bluish red shade, to kind of go inward. Okay, I don't know yet, but let's go into this shimmer now that I've cleaned up the edges. Oh. Goodness. Again, I'm taking it pretty high. Oof, goodness gracious. Could do like both eyes with this. There's so much shadow left. I love this shimmer. This is yummy. I'm gonna have to go into the inner corner with a brush though, because I can't get my meat sticks in there. I'm gonna try it dry on a brush. Yeah, it actually picks up really nicely dry on a brush. Oh, that is a stunning little shimmer. I'm actually taking that crown shade, beige shade, I guess, and like in the inner corner, because I do not want it quite as dark as I made it. Like I don't want it quite as pink. I'm actually gonna take Charm, this super foily chunky one, like right here, just a little bit, to add a little bit of something kind of near the inner part of the eye. Ooh, that's like sparkly when you just lay it like that. Love how long it actually takes to do an eye look. Now is the portion where I need to go do my base makeup. Then we'll come back and finish the eyes. I threw on these lashes again because I've been really enjoying them. They're the House of Lashes and Sephora collection, like collaboration, the Natural Volume in Iris, I think. I wore these last time, I think in the last video, because I really enjoyed these. And I also threw on some black liner in the waterline. So let's get to smoking out this lower lash line. I'm going to take the Raven shade first, and I'm gonna bring it pretty close to the waterline. Okay, now I'm taking Enamor, and I'm just buffing it under the black on both sides. Why have I been loving like deep smoky looks? I don't know. I just am right now. And it's summertime too, so it's not the time of year to do the deep smoky look. High Key Mascara by Beauty Bay, because it's one of my favorites. Okay, let's take Dazzle in the inner corner, which was this beautiful coppery, sparkly shimmer. I'm taking it on a dry brush because it's kind of like foiled and glittery, just a little bit, and that completes the look. I've just been loving smoky looks lately, so I don't know, this isn't like terribly dissimilar to some of the other looks that I have done recently, but I feel like an ode to this palette is to go a little bit smoky, and I think that mixing some of the shades that I did for mattes, which was this one and this one up here, I got a more purple look where I probably wouldn't have gotten something so pinkish purple out of it, like almost light purple in the eyes if I hadn't done that. There are so many things you could do with this. I tend to lean towards grabbing colors that are burgundy and black, and so I don't want to discredit the versatility I think that you could get from this palette. I think you can go, honestly, like if I just mixed this shade here and like this shade here, like look at the look I could come up with. I could do a really light, like neutral look for every day. Instead I went like super smoky and glam, but you guys, the blendability here was fabulous, okay? Just fabulous. These shimmers are all amazing. Like they're so good. There's foiled, there's sparkly ones, there's like super soft ones, there's some glittery ones, like oof, sorry. Honestly, Kaima Cosmetics, keep bringing it to me. I'm so excited to continue using this brand, and I will be testing out the Bougie Boudoir palette at some point upcoming, but I hope you guys enjoyed today's video with this look. I hope you guys consider subscribing so you can stick around for days 5 through 45 of palette a day. I'm out of here for today, you guys, and I hope to catch you all in my next video.